we were saying earlier, cookies really have the power of bringing people together.
I love that cookies was the thing that really connected.
Broadway Nosh! Hey everybody! Welcome to the very second episode of Broadway Nosh Cookies for Change. To refresh your memory, this is where me and my very special guest pick an organization, you donate money, and then you go make some cookies because everybody deserves cookies when they do something good. I'm so excited because today I have a super special guest. He is a fellow actor, he is an activist, he is an amazing baker, and he is actually the inspiration for Cookies for Change. I want to introduce to you Mr. Tyrone Davis Jr. I'm so glad you're here, Tyrone. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so glad I'm here. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be on Broadway Nosh.
Tyrone, who are we raising money for today?
So today we are raising money for the G.L.I.T.S organization, which stands for Gays and Lesbians Living in a Transgender Society. And they are this incredible organization that helps transgender sex workers through immediate needs and crises. Also with housing and healthcare, doing some broad advocating work.
Definitely.
Advocate work, education for the betterment and the liberation for transgender sex workers.
They're an incredible organization, and on top of all that amazing work that they're doing, they also just launched a GoFundMe campaign for a Black trans woman, her family. Her name is Merci Mack, and she was shot to death on June 30th in Dallas, Texas. So what your job is right now is to hit pause, and you're gonna go donate to one or both of these causes, and then you're gonna start playing this video again because we are going to make some cookies for change today. Tyrone, do you wanna know what kind of cookie we're making?
Yes, what are we making?
We are gonna make a crispy, salty butterscotch oatmeal cookie. So go donate your money and then let's get cooking. As I mentioned, Tyrone is the inspiration for Cookies for Change. And you just sort of tell everyone like how you inspired this Cookies for Change moment?
Sure. Oh gosh, where do I begin? I guess I'll have to begin with the murder of George Floyd, which sort of ignited our community and our country and our world to sort of fight back against police violence. Which sort of took me to a protest one day. At one point, I look behind me and I see like a drove of cops. And I actually, in my like naivete, I look back and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. They're like escorting us up the FDR so that like we don't get, run over by cars. Within like 2 minutes, they just sort of like swarmed in. All of them just sort of swarmed in right in front of me. And so, maybe about 10 minutes later, they were patting us down. They put us in the van. I don't know what you call it, but the van.
The paddy wagon?
Paddy wagon. There you go, the paddy wagon. And, they drive us off to jail.
Well, I wanted to ask you, you had mentioned, I think, in an Instagram post that as you came out of jail, there were people there with supplies.
Right. So there's something called jail support. So they take you across the street where they have set up food, medical care, water, anything you may need coming out of jail to support you. They have it there to offer you for free. It was one of those moments that, you know, there's just so much care in the world that people aren't seeing.
Yeah.
You know, this is not something that they put on the news, you know?
Well, and you went down the next day.
I went down the next day and I brought cookies with me that I made as a gift, you know, in return to the support that they gave me. And so went down, passed them out to who got out of jail that day and to all the volunteers.
And we don't know each other, but I'm like, I want to know this person more. I want to be like this person. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
That moment, you guys, when I read about Tyrone's gift of cookies inspired me to make some cookies as well, in hopes that it would inspire people to do acts of kindness. Yeah. So guess what? I have cookies here that are ready to go into the oven.
Let's do it.
Tyrone, look at my cookie.
Oh my God, they look so good.
You guys, fresh out of the oven. I'm gonna eat one right now and I'll let you know how it goes. It's so good. It's so good. I say that every time, but it really is. You want to know why? The salt. You
Oh,
guys,
the salt.
the salt.
The salt, yep.
Salty sweet is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. This cookie is the bomb. Okay, here's the deal. If you want to make this cookie, Scout's Honor, we just want you to go donate. We want you to donate to G.L.I.T.S. And please go donate to Merci Mack's GoFundMe campaign. And I just want to say thank you so much, Tyrone, for everything that you're doing, but for being my guest here today and helping bake some cookies.
Of course. Thanks for having me, and thanks for the gift of cookies, helping bring the world together.
Always, always.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all of our essential workers. Thank you to our teachers. Thank you to everyone who is trying to do some good in the world right now. We need you. We love you. And a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Add a dash of jazz hands and some tastiness. Mix it up with equal parts of craziness. Come on.